Anything happening now? Alright, I had to change multiple settings here. I had to decrease the quality and I changed the latency. Apparently YouTube is breaking, having some technical issues with its live streaming. I had to change multiple settings here. Essentially, I had to reset my stream key, change the resolution, and change the latency down to low. Hopefully tonight we won't have these issues. Alright, let's do this. Editing this is going to be somewhat of a pain, so you may see some quality differences when I record this and post it back up. So 7th up is Swords Ready by Dr. White, with 31 plays and a score of 8. Yeah, I'm sorry about these technical issues. They came out of nowhere here. I also swapped over to the backup of YouTube ingest server. Yeah, it should be good. I just wonder how YouTube is gonna split up the videos. Next time I'll record this while streaming. Well, that's about 10-15 minutes down the drain. Enough of that. Back to levels. Not quite. Even though base doesn't have access to double jumping here, it doesn't really matter because I have access to a sword. And his dashing has much longer reach. Indeed. Of course, that's also because all weapons dealt 1 damage per hit. They all had no enemies had damage tables outside of bosses. That was easy. I do too. They create a nice aesthetic. Oh no, is the lag back? Seems to be a stage focused more... kind of is. For a second there I was worried, Ice. And hello there, official meme guy. I'm a bit frazzled after the 10 minutes of technical issues. Blood water below us. Or tomato juice. Or red wine. V8 water. Hi, Burning Sticks. You missed the part of the stream where everything started breaking. Both the level and the stream itself. Tonight, hopefully I can swap back over to ultra low latency, but we'll have to see. All I can say is, when I make this... Okay, I guess I jump down here. All I can say is, once I make this stream public, it's gonna be a re-rendered one, removing some of the gaps of dead air. So it may come out tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Notice how all the terrain is turned more reddish orangish color? What was even in Wheelgator's arena? Was it essentially reddish oil? I like how the stage progression starts from green and goes to red. Time to use this. Starting off on the easy side and gradually getting a bit tougher. This stage has good checkpoint placements, and thank you for all the pickups as well. Out of all the levels I played in this unstable episode, this is my favorite one. So that is his weakness. Only problem is that spine. Let's try this again. I know what to do here. I'll double check. Oh, there wasn't even a... Okay, the checkpoint's right up here. Good. I was worried for a second. No, it only freezes in place. There we go, that's the way to do it. Thank you for the W tags. Hi again there, Nuclear Stomping Galaxy Man and Zen. It's you again. Same weakness as before. We already fought these bosses before, so I guess there's a boss gauntlet. I'm not sure if I like this section and repeating it over and over. I mean, we already went through it, and now we fight double vampires. Oh, of course. He keeps grabbing me. But defeating one is only necessary. Feels kind of like an oversight. It would be better if we had to defeat both of them at once. Nevertheless, this was a fun level, currently my favorite level this episode. Good work. Yeah, I agree, Nuclear Stomp. There's no reason to fight them again. Now, if we fought against them all at once, maybe that would be a difference. But there's no change in circumstances. In fact, in some ways it's easier. Eight up is Abandoned Castle by Croby, with 37 plays and a score of 13. Oh, I didn't add the other ones. After Ice is GIE and Burning Sticks. Oh no, this musical track again. I'm first gonna I already covered 4 levels that I wasn't able to cover during the previous stream. Then I'm going to be covering 10 levels from my 2 playlists, then any levels submitted on stream. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm always a bit wary with these jumps. The wind is very strong. Sort of, yeah. At least he takes double damage. Suddenly we're outside of the forest and next to a haunted castle. Yeah, much stronger Fan Fiend. Welp, didn't think I would get caught in the explosion. That's one of the downsides with the Thunderclaw. It doesn't make you immune to enemy attacks. Let's try it again. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, there was nothing else I could do to get out of there, so the only thing I could have done there is die or quick reset. Quick reset so I get back to full health, and now I get back down over here. A nice way of adding some, maybe not non-linearity, but ways you can loop around the stage a bit. Which enemies are crunch rans again? Crunch crans, I mean. Oh wait, I can actually reach that checkpoint. Okay, Crunch Cran. I'm thankful that the Tornado Hold Wind is super powerful, or pretty powerful. It almost immediately starts working when it hits the ground. Oh, the green, you mean basically those snappers, or the Wanans. Yeah, the basically mobile Wanans. It's Toadman without any other enemies or any alterations, so of course it's gonna be really easy. Now I can go past that gate. Well, it is a mini-boss at the very least. Now just imagine an entire Toadman encounter that way. Toadman by himself with his AI is too exploitable. You need a unique arena or more enemies or bosses with him in order to make him somewhat of a challenge. Oh, I see, rain flush time. So I can create wind. What happens if I run out of rain flash energy? Either will work. Letting him jump is the faster way. That damage boost kind of saved me there, actually. And it does pierce through its barrier. It is pretty interesting. Those explosive TNT crates weren't used as much, but thankfully the stage wasn't that difficult. I've played a bit of 8-bit Deathmatch. Or the stage isn't over yet. I see that key door. And now we're at the end, I guess. Oh, See the spikes up there? Plus Nightman? This is a neat arena. I only need to defeat one boss here. This is a very neat setup. Good work setting us up, Croby. Let me guess. Okay, my guess was incorrect. He's not weak. He's weak to this, though. No, he isn't. My best bet is to use the Hornet Chaser then. Or just do it Buster only. The problem with the Hornet Chaser is if there's another enemy close by, it'll go for them instead. What boss do you expect the least? Depends on the level. Definitely a step up compared to Croby's earlier levels. Nice challenge progression and decent difficulty curve. I say it's decent. Decent work, Croby, or good work. Ninth up is Mega Man Kai Part 5 Ringman's Galactic Observatory by Joacocapurro with 9 plays and a score of -3. I totally butchered that username. Sorry. Joacocapurro. Not the best idea to start you in the middle of enemies. And this is part 5 of the level. They didn't really submit part 1s through 4, so that's why I'm starting with this one. Paste the play order? Sure, let me get it. Should be using my special weapons more. In fact, let me start again from the beginning because I'm so low on health. I like how you can destroy the mats when time stopped. Isn't that basically all utilities in the games currently? The only special weapon we have is the Flash Stopper. Everything else is utility weapons. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, you aren't currently technically on the list, YouTube, because I wanted to cover your level during tonight's live stream. But don't you worry, it'll be there. These rooms feel filled with a lot of enemies. But don't worry, I'll cover it. Your levels are very straightforward to complete anyway, so it's not like they take a boatload of time to complete. Only problem with having so many utilities is that dealing with these enemies is a bit tougher. And I forgot I couldn't jump after throwing the punch. There's a slight delay after all. Speedrunning time. Just ignore all these enemies. For this level, I actually wish I had another special weapon. Otherwise, some of these enemy combinations are annoying to deal with. Rats, I could have used that instead. second half of Ringman's level. These screens just feel like a combination of ring and coil platform gimmicks, as well as boatloads of enemies. Maybe not boatloads, but quite a few enemies. I see what we're going for here. And that's what I get across. Oh no, that's bad. I wasn't even able to... Yeah, I'm gonna die here. It's alright. I need a knee tank. Again, I wish I had access to another special weapon. As otherwise, going through all these enemy sections is notably harder. Also, I wish this menu of special weapons was more logically organized. It feels randomly strewn together. In general, the general idea I get from the stage is that it feels messy. It could have done easily without at least 75% of the enemies. We don't need all of these to make the stage. I like the challenges with those platforming destroying enemies, combined with those gyres, not Byries, sorry. Yeah, I can. Oh, I guess that's how I get back down. I can do from below. Of course, the main problem is that single gyre. And the way this is positioned means it's very inconvenient to reach. Time for it to wait for it to come back down. See, if that gyre wasn't there, this would be so much easier to do. And we're out of here. And it doesn't even feel logically organized. That's the other problem. Yes, APM? I mean, yes, Power Kid? Can you don't what? It's alright, we have our own separate opinions. What I'm saying is, I respect your opinions as well, and I understand I make quite a few mistakes as well. And you're being respectful, that's the most important thing. You haven't insulted me or anyone here. The gyri. It would, there's less to worry about. In fact, in terms of difficulty progression, I say keep it for the next screen, but for the first one, at least split up the challenges a bit. Overall... Oh no. Here we go. Yeah, this stage really assumes you understand how these gimmicks work already. It's a fortress level, true on true. I guess you're meant to rush through this section. Yeah, because the problem with the thing with the gyres there is that it gives you less room to maneuver around the level, or that room. That's why without it you could focus entirely on that section. The music's from Mega Man 8 and Mega Man 9. I say it was good. Most of the remixes were fine, though some of the remixes from Mega Man 8 felt a bit strange. Like the composition felt a bit off. Mega Man 9? Nah, I like the compositions from Mega Man 9 more than from Mega Man 8 in general. At least in this game. See, these screens feel a lot better than the first set of screens because they don't feel like the enemies are just smushed around the place or displaced too close in proximity with each other. Here they feel like they're placed with purpose. Yeah, that's an easy way of saying it. Mega Man 9 is actually one of the harder games in the classic series, even compared with the NES contemporaries. Whereas Mega Man 8 is much more slower paced for the most part. Barring certain levels, like for example some of the Wily Fortresses and the ice sleds. And me not paying attention. I looked at chat for a second and boom. Yeah, Mega Man 9's music is much more higher energy, I'd say. Whereas Mega Man 8's is much more chill. Mega Man 3... The main problem I have with Mega Man 3 is that it's unpolished. I like how it introduced the idea of Rush, which was stayed throughout the series. It was a brilliant idea. I like how the story tried changing up things a bit. But the rest of the gameplay, game design, and weapons felt very strange, especially some of the balance decisions. That's how it felt. See, that's why I like it. See, compared to Mega Man 2, which I know it has a lot of imbalance issues and very strange implementations and executions, it still felt more polished and well built together. Mega Man 3 music, I like most of Mega Man 3 musical tracks outside of Needleman. Yeah, and also introducing the slide, that was an amazing upgrade. It really upgraded Mega Man's arsenal and added a lot of variety to the game design. Oh, that was just there for E&M tanks. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. I need to get a drink of water. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I even got a delivery in the front door. Alright, let me catch up on chat. Let's see. I think Mega Man 4 and Mega Man 6 is where Capcom really understood the Mega Man classic design and solidified it. Mega Man 9, the easy difficulty setting came from... The first Mega Man game to have an easy difficulty setting was Mega Man 2. Or normal, at least. Yeah, I'll look into setting up Streamlabs, Wardonis. It's not just about the difficulty, Pirate Kid. It's about all the special weapons and variety and how you have the choice of going through the Roadmasters in different order. And lag, oh my goodness, lag was a large issue in Mega Man 3. Mega Man Unlimited was difficult. I'll say that it was on the more difficult side. If you want to compare it to the Mega Man Classic titles, yeah, it's on the harder side, especially because of how the checkpoints were placed in regards to some of the challenges. Yep, that was my bad. To you it may be easy, but to many others, no. Yes. Any Mega Man game is easier than Mega Man Unlimited. Oh yeah, I can say a few of them. Mega Man 5, Mega Man 6, Mega Man 2, even Mega Man 3, 7, 8, even 10 in spades. I'd say 10 as well. Only ones that would come up close I'd say were 9. Yeah, I played through all those games, and I could say that Unlimited was one of the hardest ones of the bunch. I played through all the 10 Mega Man games, including also Mega Man and Base. Why so? Well, I can name a few stages that were quite punishing. Rainbow Man, Jet Man, Trinatra Man if you weren't fast enough. Mega Man Unlimited. Come on, Pirate Kid. It also raised quite a bit of controversy onto how it's designed, and it really split the community in that. See, the main reason why Mega Man Unlimited was more difficult than usual than for many others was due to how his checkpoints were placed, more than the actual challenges themselves, and how the stages were a bit longer. See, I feel if the Mega Man Unlimited had more checkpoints in the stages, they'd be more solidified. Or how should I say, people would complain less. Alright, let's see. 10th up is Bang Woman by Joacocapurro with 5 plays and a score of 1. Up to this point, at least 300,000 Mega Man Maker levels were created. As to how many remain on the servers, I'm not sure. Yeah, please combine messages. If you repeat it, I'll have to start removing messages due to spam. But no matter what I say, Mega Man Unlimited is currently my fourth or favorite Mega Man fan game. My favorite one being Magma 2, followed by Rock Force, then followed by Super Fighting Robot, and then Mega Man Unlimited. Why not? Yeah, Slashman's music. One of my favorite musical tracks from Mega Man 7. Nah, it's fine. I think it's pretty faithful. But to be fair, I feel most of the musical tracks from Mega Man 7 work better in 16-bit. I haven't played that many Mega Man ROM hacks, by the way. So I can't really answer that question yet. Depends on which sound it sounds. I feel that the remakes of the Mega Man 7 soundtrack are better than the Mega Man 8 ones. Yeah, you mean the future Mega Man series? Yeah, I like the X series, Zero series, ZX. Magma 3 will take a bit of a while to be released, but the remake, I think it'll be released sometime soonish. I'll be live streaming it, don't worry. I'll be covering that fan game, or ROM hack I mean. Not sure what the team for Bang Woman's. Well, I get the team now. It's all these Coltons firing all these shots. Pistol rounds, hence the bang. A little bit too red for my own taste. Yeah, I love Metroidvania games, Slash. So it's bad to you, Pirate Kid. The main complaint I can see about the game is how much it spams enemies, and the way how it really heavily incentivizes you to do special weapons. When I say really heavily incentivizes, I mean certain sections are more difficult than others to do without using a using the Buster, I mean. As for other games on the NES I like, well, I like the Super Mario Bros. Series. But I gain access to dashing. The E-Tank isn't I mean, for most of Jetox levels, the E-Tanks aren't really necessary. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the opinions. The Magma Tree doesn't actually require Buster only. Are you saying that the stage must be completable Buster only? Or... okay, if you're saying that, then yes, that's true. But if you're saying that all pathways must require the Buster, that's false. The reason why they want to have the stage beatable Buster only as one of the requirements, or at least mostly Buster only, is so that it can keep a more classic feel at somewhat. But hey, you can have different levels focused on different special weapons, even in the Magma series. Like I said earlier, it's by Mega Man 4 to 6 where Capcom really understood the Mega Man formula. Before then, there were several sections where you were forced to use special weapons, even in the actual Roadmaster levels. The Avarush Coil was quite strange. I'm not sure why they changed it. Anyways, time to face off against the boss. I knew it would be his weakness. Yep, with a Treble boost you can deal 3 damage to enemies up close. It's the multi-hit bug in this engine, which has been part of the engine since, I think, version 1.2. That never got fixed. Unless the enemy is immune to the base buster, they'll always take 3 damage. The same applies with the brick drop actually. I mean block dropper. Eleventh up is Gradius Mega Man Rush Jet by Luisrockmanz with 12 plays and a score of 2. Time for a short Gradius level. Why not? He's one of the major playable characters in the Mega Man series. And he was playable in 3 games. Mega Man in Base, I think in Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10. Yeah, it is fun. It's high risk, high reward, especially for certain bosses. Oh yeah, Rockman and Forte 2, Challenger from the Future, that's the other game. Not to mention, the Mega Man, not to mention Mega Man the Power Fighters. 2 bosses at once. The easy button. Was he added in DLC? I can't recall exactly. I'm trying to see... okay, he's weak to it. So my best bet is to use either the Charge Shot or the Magma Bazooka. Alright, Magma Bazooka time. I don't have a choice otherwise. And it's done. Aiming can be a bit of a challenge with that footholder, but it works. I could have done it more accurately if I played more risky, but it works. I'm getting conflicting opinions, or conflicting answers to whether Mega Man is in Mega Man 9. Base is in Mega Man 9, I mean. Could be misremembering. I'll double check. 12th up is Get Ready for the Next Battle version 11 by Serious Malcolm with 21 plays and a score of 5. Now, to be fair, he would make the status a lot easier, I think. Dashing and double jumping is super powerful in Mega Man. And even in Mega Man 9, most enemies aren't that durable. Even the ones that are durable can be augmented or taken care of by using special weapons. Back where we last left off of version 10. Get ready to slide. I think it was for balancing purposes, otherwise he'd break the level design. The stages aren't built for the double jumping, essentially. Alright, that's a bit of strange behavior I didn't expect. The other high dash jump? Could you clarify? Oh, that one, yeah. Oh, that one. I recall it was pretty high. I guess for balancing purposes? Mega Man and Base really whoa, boy. Stretched out, big eye there. Yeah, he would be, unless the levels are designed around him. And in Mega Man and Base, well, I feel the game is much better if you play with Base than if you play as Mega Man. The stages feel better designed with Base. The reverse situation actually happened in Mega Man and Base 2, which was actually the funny thing. Here we go. I have to dodge them all and defeat them. Remember, they can get offset really easily because of the random number of jumps they have, anywhere between 1 and 3. At least they all have their separate invulnerability frames, otherwise this would be much harder. Otherwise this would need boss setup. In fact, you only need to destroy one of them, not all 3 of them at once. Yeah, the lightning bolt. With the lightning bolt you can actually freeze yourself in midair, which was kind of a glitch because you could extend your reach to the right. Yeah, base does half the amount of damage, but it doesn't matter as much for a regular enemy. It matters more for bosses. There are certain segments of base which are tougher, but in general, I feel base gets the easier mode. With the exception of boss battles. For boss battles, it's reversed. Which contest level, Buster? Thirteenth up is Frostbite Ramparts Icicle Man by ShallotMussels with 23 plays and a score of 3. Sure, send it in, Buster. And don't call everyone an idiot. It's because the game doesn't exactly tell you. Or show you exactly. I see what the state is going for now. Interesting. Yeah, it's a bit glitchy, Slash. The theme of the level design of LCC 2019 is to make the best Mega Man level. Ah, 8-bit Frostman's team. You mean the team song, or rather the level design? Yeah, the inner part of it is kind of borked. The rest of it sounds fine, but the beginning part, ooh, it sounds off. This is a pretty section. Something's up there. That looks rather suspicious. Quickly have to swap between the two. Wow, rockets passed. It's not a horrible game, let's just say it's a lot more difficult than people expected, and, well, I'm specifically referring to the SNES version, not the GBA version, which had its own issues with screen crunch. True. This is where the ladder leads up from there. It was just an aesthetic element. Overall, this felt like a decent level. E1301. I wonder what that refers to. Gradually escalating these challenges to tougher configurations. I wonder why there's a difference in the ladders here. It's not like it's blocked off or exposed. I'm just wondering why that part of the ladder is snowed but the rest isn't. Or why did only that part of the ladder is frosted over. No, I'm not one of the judges. So you can share your levels on stream. Be careful though, one of the judges may be watching the stream. Yikes, that was a bit scary. Oh. Well, that's neat. Having to use Icicle Tech as a Icicle as a platform, as well as having to Thunderclaw across. That's a neat combo. This stage is becoming one of my favorite levels in this episode. Who's the other one? I hear Grenade Man somewhere. Oh, that's why. At least you don't need to defeat both of them, but Grenade Man acting like being able to destroy his scaffolding does make this fight more challenging. So good work, Shallot. The boss, yeah, isn't as best at the stage, but I like the idea. Yeah, the GBA version, the main problem is that it's too compressed and the stage design isn't reaccommodated for the GBA. So it makes, there are a lot more blind jumps. There are many blind jumps there. Yeah, and unfortunately the SNES version didn't come out in the US, only the GBA version, and see, if the GBA version actually altered the level design, I'd be okay. But it doesn't, so it makes the game unfair, basically. I was going to play your level Next APM, but you did mention you changed something. Okay, but this is a different level. I'll be doing this first. Yeah, that'll be covered tonight. You sent this one earlier, so I'll be covering this one now. Treble Makes a Difference by AgentAPM with 69 plays and a score of 25. After this is Zen's level and then Wardonis' level. Assuming I didn't already cover Zen's level, which I may have done. I can see why Treble makes a difference here. Because once I gain access to Treble, going to this section is going to be much faster. Essentially, the first part of the stage is a pacifist level, and now the second part of the stage is going to be our revenge. Some people do, but the vast majority of players from Mega Man Maker and most communities in general don't. Hard part time. Easier / harder, depending on how you look at it. And that's how we get to the end of the level. Pretty fun. First way through is a pacifist level, and the final part is the boss. Or the second part is really the revenge. And thank you for making the boss weak to base his weapon, so it doesn't take as long. That was a close one. I could have dodged them if I was more careful with juking. Shorter level, but fun. Yeah, different route, and I do like how you change up the stage a bit so it isn't just a repeat. So more props go to you. Next up is Magma Hideout by Zen, with 0 plays and a score of 0. So, I'm gonna be the first player here. After this is gonna be Wardonis' level, and then I'll end off the stream. And I'll run another stream tonight where I'll only cover levels submitted through chat. Hopefully that stream doesn't go haywire. Only fire-based weapons as well. You can get trapped over here. Just wanted to point that out. Also, that's a nice way of introducing how the TNT and the spawners work. And there appears to be a spawner limit of up to 3 fire mats at a time. Another use of Poor Man's Shield when it decides to work. Thank you. I'm liking where the state is going so far. class set seems interesting. Nice set of combinations. And all the gimmicks are reintroduced in safe environments initially, and gradually escalated. Although this one was introduced in a more dangerous environment, along with the fire totem pole and enemies. And I added your level buster, don't worry. Yeah, that's in Mega Man Maker, the Sonosis mix. Checkpoint placement is definitely on point. In terms of aesthetics alone, this is one of my favorite... Blah. Let me repeat that. In terms of aesthetics alone, this level is currently my favorite one. Just wish Proto Man didn't take double damage here. Coming up to the next mini-boss. Stone Man. I see a way to make this boss fight a lot easier. There's gotta be something to the left. Nope, just there for clearing up space. Oh, that was a close one there. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize there was a sideways one until the last moment. And there's our M-Tank. Now I need to rush forward. At least it doesn't attack me from off screen. Okay then. At least I didn't die. Even with all this fire the stage has, it's actually on the not so difficult side. The hardest part was the last section. It had a nice difficulty curve, although it kind of assumed I understood some of the gimmicks because it had somewhat of a, sorry for the pun there, trial by fire. See? Flame Man. Whoops, I clipped on that enemy. Burner Man... See, Burner Man is also one of the more notorious bosses. If you're trying to perfect run him, well, he's as difficult as Slash Man. When I say perfect run, I mean Buster only damageless. Although I say that Tengu Man, well, I think Slash Man's the hardest boss to Buster only. Burner Man, not as much, but if you're perfect running him, he's nasty. He's very spastic. Yeah, Flame Sword against Fire. Moving on to the 16th or 17th and final level this episode. Metroid 1 recreated Area 1 Crateria with 30 plays and a score of 1. How much of a recreation is this of Crateria from Metroid? Is it a partial or entirety? When I'm referring to damageless, I'm referring to, when I say perfect runs, I'm referring to people like Raw Mitral. And I can't blame him. Burner Man is spastic and very RNG heavy. He's destroyed by his weakness though. See, if Burner Man had a much more set pattern, people would complain about him less. Not to mention, the other problem with Mega Man and Base, or maybe not a problem, but the design decision, is that you don't have E-tanks. If players had access to ERM tanks, they wouldn't complain as much. It's alright, Wardonis. You can watch the recording for this. Yeah, Pokemon Yellow, no evolutions. This is where you gain access to the slide, or Morph Ball. Well, this is a recreation of Crateria from Metroid 1, or Metroid Zero Mission. I'm not sure how long this is going to take. I need bombs to go down there. One difference is that I don't have infinite weapons. I don't have a basic buster here. That may cause a few issues. Down the line. That may be Super Metroid actually, because there used to be an extra health upgrade up here. So this is Super Metroid's Crateria. And to be fair, Crateria didn't actually exist in Metroid 1. That was Brinstar. Crateria was added in Zero Mission. Yeah, this is looking to be Super Metroid. In that case, oh boy. That's why this will be the last level of covering this stream. Climbing upwards. When will descend? There aren't even any doors on the side until now. Transitioning over to whoa. Oh my goodness. I guess the way to finish this level is to get to the ship. But yikes, could you please tone down the red background here? Can't go to the right, I need the buster. I sure as hope there's something good here. Yeah, please tone it down, this is painful to look at. I'm worried about other people. I mean, for me it's already very irritating, just now imagine for others. Alright, so it was worth it, we get the hard knuckle. The closest weapon we have to a grabbing weapon is essentially the Hornet Chaser. Seriously, could I please start out with a buster? Even in Metroid I actually started out with a weapon that I could infinitely use. But here if I run out of weapon energy, well, I'm defenseless. That was never the case in the original Metroid. So why is it the case here? If I can make it back alive, I'll be golden. Note down that I need to go back there with the Star Crash. It does, but in the original Metroid, running out of missiles and other things just makes it harder for you to kill enemies. But here it makes you completely defenseless. And I don't see any weapon restocking points. I have to grind off the enemies, essentially. And hope I get lucky. Okay, there is it. Now we actually have an infinitely used weapon. Honestly, I think we should have started out the same way as in Super Metroid, or where we actually started with the long shot, I think. Now I feel I can explore this place with a lot less risk. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll have to reset, I made a mistake. I just need to hit the next set of checkpoints. And yes, I do have to backtrack somewhere. It was down there, wasn't it? I already went there, I can't go there without double jumping. I need a Star Crash, I mean. Essentially, I need to high jump. This upward climb could have been shortened, it feels too long. I hope this is the right direction, or I completely screwed up and went the wrong way. Okay, here's the weapon refilling. There should have been one more station. Nope. Well, I went the wrong way. It's in that red room, isn't it? Plus, I need to get the skull barrier in order to go downwards. Yeah, I expected. Sadly, I don't have access to a map. And unfortunately, Metroid 1... One of my main complaints of Metroid 1 is that several of these sections feel like they're copy and pasted in too long. There wasn't enough variety in that regard. That was fixed for Super Metroid. Like, this could have been shortened by half. Here we go again. Red screen time. Of course, there's the Mega Buster route. Alright, that was short. I wish we had non-instant death spikes in this game. I hope there's another checkpoint nearby. Not going down there yet. I need to find where the next checkpoint is because I forgot to reset. An energy upgrade? Well, an E-tank basically. Where do we get missiles though? Oh no, there are no other checkpoints? Seriously? If there was one improvement I'd make of the original, it'd be to place more checkpoints because I didn't hit it, so this is gonna be a Iron Man run now. If I end up dying, well, I'll have to use a level editor. I thought when this level was being recreated, there would be more checkpoints added. I didn't think it would be this faithful to the original. Well, I can go back all the way in that beginning section. Sure, when I get back over there. But of course, I don't think there's a shortcut back over there that's easy to reach. In any case, if I end up dying before I hit it, I'll just open up the level editor. I think I need a star crash here. Yeah, I do. And unlike Metroid, the game isn't really generous in terms of its pickups. Oh, whoa. That could have killed me there. Where does this lead to? Ice Slasher. So, the Ice Beam. Time to farm up a bit. Yeah, Metroid 1. Unfortunately, in Mega Man, I feel it needs more checkpoints as none of the design translate exactly to here. For example, in Metroid, the pickup system was much more generous. Much less RNG. Time to backtrack. Of course, backtracking is part of every Metroidvania, and this is definitely a Metroidvania level. It's just that I'm really worried of losing progress. Remember, in the original Metroid, or in any Metroid game, there is a distinct lack of instant death hazards. Should be back down this way. The designer of the stage is Wardonis. And my voice is dying. So now we can go to the right. Please put something of a checkpoint here. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was very risky. That was kind of on me because I should have known that. And there's a star crash, so those full refills on everything. So now let's get to the end of the level. It actually loops back over here, so we do have a checkpoint. Unlike the original Crateria, at least we can complete the majority of it on our lonesome. We don't need to visit the other areas like Brinstar. Now I just need to figure out where I am, exactly. But essentially I have the high jump now. I want to see what's up here first. Maybe somewhere nearby? Time to bomb through this door. Now the correct option is probably the upper one. Or I could take the lower one using the skull barrier, but... I don't want to risk it. This probably leads to another area of the game, or region. It's been over a decade and a half since I last played Metroid 1, so I don't recall the map. The last time I saw the map of Metroid 1 was by watching a Mark Brown video. I don't want to swap over to Proto Man as he probably takes double damage. Oh no, Thunder Beam. Certainly a fun classic, yes. No double damage, okay. Sure, I'll swap over to him. So it's a straight up upgrade. Good to know. Oh, the Varia suit. Or Varia suit. That explains it. Again, I want to emphasize the main reason why I feel a lot more scared through this level is because of all these instant death hazards and spikes, which didn't exist in the original Metroid, of course. But sadly, we don't have stationary damaging objects in Mega Man Maker yet. Hopefully that's added in version 1.6 or a future version. That'd solve a lot of issues with level design. Another life upgrade. I sure hope that Thunder Beam isn't mandatory for completing the level. And I do like how the level loops in on itself and you can add new shortcuts as you get further along. Which part of the level was I supposed to use the Thunder Beam again? I forget. Maybe up there? Upper left, left, okay. Let me check this out first, then I'll go there. Oh, far top left. Okay. I think I got the Ice Slasher here. I can't recall exactly. I'll take the lower route to get there. Will that work? Can I take the lower route here to get to the... Okay, Skull Bear. Can I take this route to get to the far top left? Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, at least stationary non-instant death hazards. That's what I want. Yeah, it reminds me of Mega Man ZX too. But of course, this would be much easier if I had a map. So keep going to the left, Wardonis. Just want to make sure. Okay, good. go up here. Alright, going up. Oh, needle door, okay. I'm back over here, so quick reset. And now go to the top left here. So keep jumping up here. Alright, yeah, I think this is the point where we try to get onto the ship. Samus's ship, specifically. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Boss time. Definitely felt faithful to the original Crateria, I think. Though as I said, it's been a while since I last saw its map. Of course it'd be this. This was certainly an interesting setup and an interesting level. Good Metroid design, or at least decent, and I like how you unlock more shortcuts over time. But I feel that this stage would be better if there were more checkpoints, maybe just one more set near the right half, and perhaps maybe more pickups. Yeah, multiple bosses would be nice, but this was made before the version 1.5 update hit the servers. And I would have liked it more if the pickups were more plentiful, because in Metroid, pickups were everywhere essentially. So that's the last level of this live stream. I covered 16-17 levels throughout this one, and I'll start my next live stream later this evening. Let's hope that it doesn't glitch out like what happened earlier. I'll keep the same settings here, so it'll take a while for this live stream to be put out of unlisted mode. I'm gonna have to re-download it and re-render it essentially, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I remember the ID. The seaside greenhouse one, you mean? And I would tone down that red segment. It's eye glaring. Yeah, I got yours too, Buster. 323903. Nevertheless, thanks for all for watching, and I hope to see you all later on tonight. Toodles!